In today's video, we are going to learn about lipids, and the subtopic that we are going to cover here in this video are introduction, then there is the classification, like what is the classification of lipid, what are its example, and then there is a quiz that is waiting for you guys in the end. So let's start. Okay, so first thing is that lipids are the heterogeneous compound. They are heterogeneous in nature, right? And they are highly related to fatty acids. They are insoluble in water. It is one of the property of lipid due to their large structure. They are insoluble in water. Some of the common lipids are fats, oil, waxes. They provide energy for the cell structure and insulation. Like as you see the head, this is a common structure of a lipid molecule here. The head is made of glycerol, but the tail is made up of fatty acid. The lipid and protein they compose the cell membrane, whereas cholesterol it gives cell membrane some sort of flexibility. So the flexibility that is present in the cell wall or the cell membrane is basically due to cholesterol, right? Then there is some hydrophobic story, or we can say a component. So lipids are hydrophobic compound as the name indicate. Like hydrophobic phobia is something that you are extremely fearful of, like जिसका आपको डर हो. Hydro mean water, so it means that they are water fearing compound, right? Because of their cellular membrane, they are used to storage energy. Here you can see the polar head is hydrophilic, then the non-polar traits are hydrophobic, and then here this is also hydrophilic. So because of the higher proportion of the CH bond, as it is a closer picture of the same that we have just see picture, like of this picture, this is a more deeper microscopic view of it. Because of the CH bond, like here, because of the CH bond and very low proportion of oxygen, that there is a very low proportion of oxygen but high proportion of the carbon and the hydrogen bond. Lipids store double the amount of energy. They store double amount of energy as compared to any carbohydrate. Okay. So they provide insulation against atmosphere heat and cold, and they act as a waterproof material. They are hydrophobic, so that's why they act as a hydrophobic material. Here you can see these are some of the common groups that can be found in the lipids. Okay, these are some of the common examples of lipids. As you can see here, that if we focus on food, then lipids are found in the dairy product. They are present in eggs that we used to have in our breakfast or in our meal. Then they are present in meat. Um, some of the medicines they are also made from lipids. They contain some amount in it. All the cosmetic product that girls and boys use they also contain lipids. Then organ protection they play a role in it in protecting your body organs. Then they help in the cell structuring, they provide protection in the cell wall. Then they are present in the fruit and nuts, they are present in the oil, and then whether there is some hierarchy or there is some crystallization structure, lipids are playing their role there. So these are some of the common examples of lipids that we found in our daily life. Now, the classification of lipids. Lipids are basically of two types. The one are hydrosoluble lipids and the other one are the non-hydrosoluble lipids. Okay, so the hydrosoluble lipids only include the triacylglycerol, that is this. Okay, these are the triglyceraldehydes, then it include the animal fats, the vegetable oils and waxes, right? These are the simple lipids, मतलब ये कहीं से drive नहीं हुए हैं. Lipids can be a derivatives of something or they can occur simply, right? So these are the simple lipids. अगर हम कार्बन, हाइड्रोजन, ऑक्सीजन और नाइट्रोजन के साथ देखें तो there is an ester of glycerol, right? That is an also a classification of lipid. And if we see the non-hydrosoluble lipids, it include the steroids, terpenes. Terpenes are basically the derivatives of lipids, right? So these are the classification of lipid that is mostly found and that is common, right? And moving on to the favorite part is the quiz, right? So the first is MCQs here is that lipids are dash compounds. लिपिड्स कौन से कंपाउंड होते हैं? मोनोसेक्राइड, heterogeneous, or amylose. As we have learned in the first slide in the starting of this video that lipids are heterogeneous in nature and are closely related to the fatty acid, right? So these are heterogeneous compounds. So here the correct option is heterogeneous. Second MCQ is that dash is the example of lipids. We have discussed some of the example of lipids and here the options are fruits, glycogen or carbon. Glycogen can't be an example of lipid, right? Carbon can't be, right? They make lipid, but they aren't an example of it. So here the option left is fruits. So yeah, the correct option is fruit. Fruit is the example of lipid. So this conclude the end of our lecture. If you guys got any queries, you can ask them below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And thank you so much for watching.